Sure. Here's a 580-word YouTube video script for your channel Car Operation, reviewing the 1958 Bournemouth and Birmingham bus in detail, covering interior, exterior, performance, and price. Welcome back to Car Operation, the channel where classic meets character. Today, we're diving into a rare gem from Britain's rich motoring past, the 1958 Bournemouth and Birmingham bus. This isn't your average vehicle review. We're going back in time to explore a piece of public transport history that once carried the heartbeat of post-war Britain. Let's start with the exterior. At first glance, the 1958 Bournemouth and Birmingham bus demands attention with its robust, boxy frame and unmistakable mid-century British design. Built primarily by manufacturers like Leyland or AEC, these buses featured a distinctive double-decker structure, although some single-decker variants were used specifically for certain city routes. The front grille has that old-school industrial charm, with polished chrome accents and a practical layout. The paint schemes were typically bold, red and cream for Birmingham, and turquoise with cream for Bournemouth, giving them regional identity that locals could spot a mile away. The massive windows and circular headlamps added to their utilitarian yet elegant profile. Now stepping inside, you're immediately greeted by that nostalgic smell of worn leather and old wood, a scent only vintage buses carry. The interior was designed to serve function first, but there was a charm to its simplicity. Bench seats with thick, durable upholstery, chrome railings, and timber floorboards all gave the space an honest, rugged character. Upper deck seating offered a panoramic view of the road ahead, something that was especially appreciated during scenic routes. The driver's cab was small, with analog gauges, a large steering wheel, and gear levers that required strength and timing to operate. There were no digital displays, no automation, just raw mechanical feedback. It was transport in its purest form. When it comes to performance, the 1958 bus was built for reliability, not speed. Most units ran on a Leyland or AEC diesel engine, delivering around 100 to 125 horsepower. Top speeds hovered around 40 to 50 miles per hour, depending on terrain and load. But these machines weren't about racing, they were about endurance. They could handle long routes across cities like Birmingham and Bournemouth, even on challenging gradients. Suspension was basic but durable, absorbing just enough to make rides tolerable. Braking systems were air or vacuum-based, which was standard for the era. Driving one required skill and patience, especially when navigating narrow city streets or managing uphill climbs with a full load of passengers. One of the most fascinating things about these buses today is their value. While not everyone's cup of tea, collectors and vintage transport enthusiasts are willing to pay a premium. Depending on condition, originality, and provenance, a fully restored 1958 Bournemouth or Birmingham bus can fetch anywhere between £25,000 to over £60,000. Those in working order but needing cosmetic restoration go for much less, often in the £10,000 to £20,000 range. But restoration isn't cheap, parts are rare, and labor is extensive. However, for many, owning a piece of British transport history is priceless. These buses symbolize a time when public transport was both a necessity and a community experience. They carried workers, schoolchildren, tourists, and families, all under the same roof, at a time when the world was rebuilding and cities were expanding. So if you're into classic transport, mechanical reliability, and vehicles with stories etched into every mile, the 1958 Bournemouth and Birmingham bus is a treasure worth exploring. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Car Operation for more deep dives into vehicles that shaped our roads and our history. See you in the next video. Let me know if you want a shorter version or visual suggestions to go with it.